Trisa's Quilting Corner is a happy place for many quilters. Here today, telling you more and teaching us some quilt squares are Trisa and Trisa. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Can you tell me a little bit about the store?
We have been in Villa Grove for about 8 years. It's been a great little business. We have a lot of clientele. We do classes. We have classes and a variety of different ones. We also have free sewing days.
Ooh, what's that?
Well, we have ladies sign up for the free sewing days and they just bring their projects in and they work on them and they share them, and there's a lot of food involved.
I was going to say, that looks like a lot of fun. I see it right there on the monitor. Look at them.
That's one of them. That's just a few of the ladies. But yeah, we have a lot of friendships developed when they're there, and we bounce different ideas off of each other on how to create different projects. The free sewing days are a blast. The ladies really love it.
Well, good. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm going to have to check that out. And then what kind of classes are there?
Teresa is one of our instructors. I will let her
What do you
tell.
teach?
Just basic quilting. I just finished teaching a quilt class that looks like a baseball. It was on one of the pictures that was on the picture you showed. We have placemats coming up that we're doing. Table runners.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, she also has a block of the month. It's an in-house block of the month, and it's a nativity scene. It's really pretty.
Oh,
She's
wonderful.
My sister, she teaches, her name's Karen. She teaches a lot of placemats and runners, and we mainly do quilts and placemats and runners. The ladies like those.
I was going to say, I feel like that's great because it's practical and useful. You can give them as gifts, so that's wonderful.
Yes.
So I see that you have brought sort of a step-by-step here on this board. What is this called? Because this is like a special quilting board,
It's
right?
a design board.
A design board. Okay. So we have a design board here, and what are we doing? I sort of see that it progresses. So can you walk me through the steps?
Yes. The quilt that we made is a pinwheel block. So you use a half square triangle, and
Okay.
to do that, you take one square, put another square on top, draw a line down from diagonally,
Okay.
and then you sew
Perfect.
a 1/4 of an inch on each side of this line. When you've got those sewn, you cut on the line, and these are the two blocks that you'll
Oh,
get from
wow.
that.
So that's great. So it yields that.
Yes. So then you make 4 of those,
Okay.
put them together, and this is the pinwheel.
I see. Okay, so then you take the squares that you
Yes.
made and you put them together into a larger square.
Yes.
Okay.
And then to form the quilt, you take 4 of these squares and you put them on in the way that you want them set.
Okay.
Sew them all together.
Oh, so then this becomes one
And this
solid
is-
piece.
yes.
Oh, wow,
That's-
look at that. Okay.
And then when you're making a quilt, you use batting, which is usually either cotton or a combination of cotton and polyester.
Okay.
A backing piece, and then you use a decorative stitch or some sort of stitch to stitch it all together.
We call this sandwiching.
Yes.
Okay.
You're sandwiching it together.
That makes sense. So you have the quilt designs on the front,
Yes.
then you have the batting, and then you have the back, so it's a sandwich.
A sandwich, yes.
That's easy.
And then this is what you come up with after you get it all.
This is a small quilt version.
I see.
Very small.
Right, and so then this is the front, and then the back is the plain fabric.
Yes,
And then
correct.
this would be the front with all the squares that we've sewn together.
Correct.
And the
using
quilting
this process.
stitches.
Yes.
Okay.
She did this quilting on her sewing machine. If you bring me a quilt, a larger quilt, I have a machine called a long arm that I run, and that makes the quilting designs.
Okay, and there are different quilting designs, right? Like I've seen
yes.
some that have a lot. This one has just around the different.
Yes, a lot of the machines will have different stitches that you can do. Even long arms will have computerized stitches. I do not have that. I have one where I run it all myself. It's all freehand.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you actually put it through and you make the design freehand. That's amazing. And then what is this one?
This is one we did using a smaller square, excuse me. The pinwheels, you can turn and do so many different designs with it. And this is using a 2-inch, 2.5 inch square.
And then I see right here, this is the patterns we were
Yes,
just talking
she
about.
did
the
that.
quilting pattern.
My sister made this one, and she did this one on her sewing machine also.
Wow, and then let's look at the back. The back is a plain piece of fabric, and then it has the edging. That is wonderful.
The edging is called binding.
the binding. Okay.
What we put on there later too.
Great. Well, thank you so much for all of this information about quilting.
You're welcome.
And if you want to learn how to quilt, you can go and take a class. Visit us on the web at ciLiving.tv, and we would be happy to connect you.